Well, the most conservative Chief Justice that we've had on our Supreme Court in many years has upheld the law. And now what we need to do is make sure Missourians understand what the law really is. There is so many lies being told about this law. It is not a government takeover. It's not going to impact anyone that has insurance now at work, but it is going to give farmers and their families and other people that have small businesses or maybe are self-employed, it's going to give them a place they can go and buy private insurance at an affordable price. And that's really what this has ever been about, is affordable, accessible health care. And what we want to do is encourage people to do that so that they're not deciding, well, I don't need to get health care because I'll go to the emergency room and let somebody else pay for it. We're trying to make sure people take personal responsibility so they're not asking other people to pay their bills.
You've taken some heat over the health care thing because some people have said, and erroneously possibly, that, oh, you've just been an avid supporter, and you haven't. You've spoken up and said, no, I don't think that's a good idea.
What I have tried to do through the whole thing is work with my Republican colleagues to try to find the compromises. In fact, it was in fact a bill that had 145 Republican amendments. Many people don't know that. And there are a lot of things about this bill that are very moderate. It is not an extreme position of government takeover. And I still say that we need to continue to work to find the right ways to encourage people to buy affordable insurance so that they're not going to the emergency room and getting quote-unquote free care that all the rest of us are paying for. That's why our bills are getting so high. So I am willing to work on anything with anyone that will provide affordable and accessible health care.
Well, that kind of brings us to your campaign. Some people seem to think that compromise is a dirty word. And we don't have the greatest history of compromise in this country, but when we do it and we do it right, we do it well. How do you differentiate yourself because of your willingness to work with the other side, if you will?
I think most Missourians want compromise. There are some that don't, and they'll be voting for my opponents. But most Missourians don't feel that way. The Tea Party was against the Farm Bill. The Tea Party was against the Highway Bill. The Tea Party wants to privatize Medicare and Social Security. And all of my opponents are Tea Party candidates. So I hope that people take a close look and realize that I've been independent, but I also want to compromise and find that way forward while we continue to protect the important programs like Medicare and Social Security.
Speaking of the campaign, other than your air conditioning, how's it going?
It's going really well. This is my favorite part of the job, is when I get to get out and travel across the state I love and know very well and talk one-on-one with people. And by the way, everybody I talk to is not a fan. I realize that. But that doesn't mean I don't have an obligation to go and visit with them and listen and learn from them. I have, over the years I've been in the Senate, had many, many meetings with lots of people who didn't agree with me. But I always walk away knowing more and feeling like I understand my state better.